Okay, hello, welcome. I'm talking today about this, which is the Soundcraft Si2, which is one of the two newer sort of small-scale consoles from Soundcraft. There's the Si2, which is here, and the Si3, which is the bigger brother of the Si2. I'll talk about the differences momentarily. Okay, a quick look at the console shows us over this side, we've got an input channel section, 16 faders, 16 rotary controls, 16 of these little OLED displays, and a pile of buttons and pushy things. Center here we have a master output section. So we've got another pile of faders which are multi-purpose, a whole lot more buttons, a whole lot more rotary encoders and OLEDs. Then over this side we have one more input bay, but this is only a half-size bay. This is only 8 faders. On the Si3, which is the bigger version of this console, it's got another complete input bay over that side. The Si2, you make selections as to what the input bay is doing. It affects the whole console. The Si3, you can actually have different functions on that side as to what you're having on this side at any given time. Si2 has 48 inputs, Si3 has 64. And in either case, it's 24 auxiliary buses, left, right, and mono or center main outputs, and an 8-way matrix output system. Okay, so let's have a quick look to start with at the way the input section works. So if we look over here, this is my input channel, which goes with this microphone. We've got all the usual things that you'd expect to see. We've got the fade, the level go up and down. Okay, we've got an which turns it on and off. Okay, there's a solo button. If we solo it, we see it turn up on the solo meters there, as expected. Okay, as is common with a lot of digital consoles, the metering is based on 0 dB, which is full scale, which means as much level as the thing can cope with. So it's not a 0 dB operating level, it's a 0 dB peak level. Okay, you've got a select button there as well, which allows you to select which channel you're working with. Doesn't make any difference to the audio output, just selects which channel you're working with. So with this channel selected, there's now a number of things I can do with it. I can adjust the microphone gain, which is up here, so I can tinker with my input level there. About there seems to be about right. And this is metering down here on the little OLED display. Okay. We've also got, if I need to, I can apply phantom power, phase reverse, delay, high pass, low pass filters, gates and compressors and all that sort of stuff. And all of that can be accessed through one of two modes. Up here you'll see there's a channel mode, there's a global mode. If you select anything on the global mode, then what you're selecting is that each of these rotary encoders will fulfill that role for the channel directly below it. So set in gain mode, this is the gain pot for this channel. This one goes with this goes with this, and so forth. As soon as we hop across into channel mode, we've got much less selections, but if we select, say, EQ mode, then if you have a look across here, you see we've got gain, low cut, high cut, low frequency, blah, 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 blah. We've got effectively an input channel strip, as you would expect from an analog console, but turned on its side. So that's the top of the strip, this is the bottom of the strip. All of this now applies to that one selected channel. Okay? You've got the EQ option, the bus 1 to 12, so that's your auxiliary 1 to 12 send levels, along with, as always, your mic gain. Here you can switch the auxiliaries on and off using the push button on the rotary encoder. Alternatively, if you set this to aux pre, that switch becomes a pre or post fade selector. Going back into global mode, we can select gain, we can select filters. When we're in global mode, this scroll button allows us to jump through a range of parameters. So for example, if we select EQ there, it starts with the high gain, and then we can jump through all these things. Personally, I suspect that that's probably a fairly clunky way to get at things, and I don't think a lot of people are going to do it that way. I think more people are going to use the channel mode, or this will get used for accessing particular auxiliary buses, mixed buses, call them what you will. You can change which bank of faders you're using, so that takes you to the second lot, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The other thing that you can use the input faders for is you can use them if we are in a mix here, we select graphic EQ here, these become the graphic EQ faders for the selected output. Okay? And you've got, that's basically the graphic EQ is spread across 3 lots of this. Okay? It's possible, because you've got 16 faders there, you could do your full range graphic EQ in one bank, then switch up and get the second bank. They've done it as 3 banks so that the bottom one goes 25 Hertz up to 630, the next one goes 125 up to 4K, and the top one goes 800 all the way up to 20K. The 125 to 4K sort of neatly encloses all of the standard vocal frequencies that you'd expect it to cover. You've also got graphic EQ in-out switches, flattening switch, so you can return it to 0 position, and you've got selectable Q, so if you want to tighten up the bandwidth of your graphic EQ a bit, you can do that. Okay, hit the graphic EQ button again, that hops back into channel mode as you would expect.